Hello, namaste. My name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook, and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share the next 45 minutes or hour with you doing this impromptu healing event. I was just suddenly inspired to start a healing event at 11 o'clock. So it's currently 11:03 on Thursday, the 24th of May here for me. I'm coming to you live from Tasmania, Australia. Aren't I, Puss? Can you see her in here? She's there, staring up at me, thinks I'm talking to her still. Hello, Lawrence and Tanya and Chelsea. Lovely to see you. So I will be streaming for the good part of an hour. And what I'm going to be doing is smudging to begin with some sage. So I'm going to smudge to help prepare us for this healing time. Then I'm going to pull a healing energy card for our time of receiving. So that will be your time to receive. So I will play either the drum or the large singing bowl, and I'm going to create a space of healing and energy for you to receive what you need. And then that energy will fade out, if you like, and then I'll pull another healing energy card for our time of giving. So that'll be time for us to come together and send this energy out to those who might need it right now, that we know of, who may be struggling, or out around our planet and out into the world. And then at the end, I'll draw another healing energy card that represents our forward movement from here. So I'll be streaming for 45 minutes to an hour. If you can't stay the whole time, then I'm sure that if you're inspired to come back, you'll come back and connect with the replay if you want to. If you don't, then it doesn't matter. Like with all of my videos, all of my things that I do, I just encourage you to take on what feels right for you and what resonates. If it doesn't resonate, just let it go. You don't need to... I noticed in my other video, someone was putting words into my mouth that I was saying, which I wasn't saying, which was obviously their own issue. So just know that sometimes things are triggered. Sometimes things said or things that happen may trigger you to react. It's important to recognize what's confronting and what triggers you, so you can work on whatever your issue is that's being triggered. So I'm just here delivering as honestly and openly as I can, and how you receive that, that's your business. So I trust what I'm feeling I need to share. You trust in what feels right for you and what confronts you, and work with it. It's sometimes easy to blame other people for things. In fact, that's often the easy way to go, isn't it? But to actually stop and look and go, hey, why am I reacting this way, can be extremely empowering. So we're going to start with some smudging. I've got my mountain sage smudge stick, and I'm just going to light this. So you might find that this might be quite an energetic experience for you. It may be quite timely. I felt quite urgent that this needed to happen. So I'm here. So I trust that there is reason for this. What that reason is, I may never know, and it's okay. So you might feel waves of emotion at times during this sharing. You might feel energy stirring in your body. It's all very normal when we're working with healing energy like this. So just let yourself feel and breathe out anything that is stirred up, anything that you need to release. Just be willing to face it honestly and then let it go. Okay, so take a nice deep breath as we ask this sacred smoke to carry away everything that's holding us back, our own insecurities, our own fear, our own resistances. We ask this sacred smoke to carry away all of our worries, stresses, pressure that we're under, our burdens that we carry. Let's let it go and surrender it to this sacred smoke. We also ask that we release all negative energies, entities, cords, hooks and attacks. and that these leave our space immediately. Anything that's not important for us to think about in this moment or during this time, if we can turn off our phone or shut our door and really embrace this time, whether we're connecting live or later, then let's allow this space for ourselves. This is your time now to receive, and your time to come together in nourishment or healing or for whatever it is that you need. And so it is. Okay, so we're moving now into our time of receiving. This is your time to receive. This is your time. Oh, thanks, Jeannie. This is your beautiful sage that you sent me. Thank you so much. I love it. It smells just beautiful. So just putting it out. Okay. So this is your time to receive. Have you been putting other people first a lot, especially lately? We'll see if you can put yourself first now. So I'm going to pull a healing energy card around our receiving time. I'm also inspired to play the drum while I do this. So just clearing my space a bit. Okay, let's focus on a healing energy card first. So this will help guide us with the direction we may need to take, but it may not be relevant or resonate with you, and that's okay. It doesn't have to resonate. So we've got this for our receiving time. This is White Light card 28, and it talks, oh, well, let's read the bottom, then I'll tell you what it talks about. It says, spinal healing. Your loved one in spirit loves you very much. Crown and third eye chakras, support, trust, vision, look within, activation of your kundalini, purification and cleansing. So this talks about working with white light especially to help cleanse and flush and purge the energy that we may be storing in our body, especially in our spine. So we can think of the spine as aligning with all of our 7 major chakras. So a spinal chakra, if you like, cleanse or purge. Also, if you need to know if you've been worried about a loved one in spirit, or you've been thinking about them a lot today, this is their message for you to know that they are around you and that you are loved and supported by them and all of those that have left this realm before you. So, what are you doing here, Puss? Are you coming around, or is she just laying here against my back? Not really sure. We'll just leave her there. Okay, so I'm just going to leave that information with you that came through with this card. If anything really stands out for you and you can say, yeah, that's me right now, then just hold that in your heart. Think about it perhaps, or feel upon it while I'm drumming. If there's something really pressing that you need right now, if you need to be held in love or safety or support or healing or strength, then I trust you receive what you need from the drum and from this space that's been created for you. So I'm going to drum with my hoop drum. This is my very large hoop drum, and I'm going to play that for about 10 minutes probably for your receiving time. So you can't do anything wrong, just take some deep breaths. Let the drum carry you, hold you, support you, and whatever it is that you might need. At the very least, just listen. If you want to go deeper with this experience, then just drop into yourself. Drop into the sound of the drum. One thing that you might be inspired to do, which I find really inspiring, is capturing that silent moment in between the drum beats. See if you can capture that for a moment. And then capture that for a moment and see where that takes you. If you want to explore that, it can be really interesting. So I'm going to unpin my microphone and put it way over there because the drum rattles on my microphone. If it still rattles, then I'm very sorry. I can't tell if it's rattling while I'm streaming like this. I can only tell when I look back at the video. So I'm going to put it quite a distance away, and I trust that the sound comes through well. If it does rattle, then just work with it. Work with the distractions and the things that may not need to be there but are. So I'm going to unpin my microphone. I trust that you enjoy this drumming time that's been created for you. Puss enjoys it already. I can hear her purring. She's laying here behind me. And I've just got this microphone stuck. So just bear with me a second. Just take some deep breaths. Okay, so enjoy. Thank you. I trust you enjoyed that bit of drumming time just for you. Isn't it nice just to sit back, just let ourselves receive sometimes? We spent so much time doing things or working or caring for other people and always putting other things first and constantly thinking and doing. So nice just to stop, sit back, do something for us. Beautiful. So thank you for joining me in that drumming time, and I really trust that you've received something beautiful from that connection today. And happy birthday, happy rebirthday, Carol. Lovely to see you, and thank you for your ongoing support for many years. I trust you have a fantastic day. So that's our receiving time. If you joined partway through the drumming, welcome. We were drumming with this card in mind, White Light. I don't know about you, but I felt a lot of clearing, especially at the beginning, and then suddenly it all just hit in the heart. I felt a lot of heart energy coming in, and I can still feel it moving quite strongly in my heart. So it's beautiful. And if you have missed any, come back and connect with the replay later. It is now our time for giving. So now we've filled ourselves up with beautiful, nourishing energy. It's time now to join together and send this beautiful energy out to others and around our beautiful planet. So for our time of giving, I'm going to pull another healing energy card around that first, and then we'll talk about that. So I trust you're feeling good. Okay, our card for giving time is this here. Observation card 41. It says changes, cycles, growth. Now we're thinking of this now for the collective, for the planet. Changes, cycles, growth, stretching into new territory, stepping out of our comfort zone, rebirth, connections, perceptions. This card reminds me about stretching out from our limitations, stretching out from the box that we've put ourselves in as a society, as the collective oneness, if you like, as a planet. Bursting out of our limitations, which include our fear, our resistances to change, our wanting to keep things in an orderly fashion of what we're familiar with. For things, as an example, like the economy, for the economy to break down, we have to be willing to let our hold go on what we know the economy to be, so that it can recreate itself in a new way that's more enriching or works better for the growth of of us as a collective, rather than an economy that works around the greed of a few, which then ripples out greed into most people's lives, and all we want to do is work for money. So shifting that, if we really want to see something like a change in that, we have to be willing to let go of the own greed that we might have ourselves, or our own hold on how the system is, so that it can fall down and restructure in a way that's healthier for the collective oneness. That's just an example, but this is talking about breaking down the boundaries, the limitations that we've put up as a collective, that is stopping things from growing and changing and improving. What role do we play in this? If there's something about the system, if there's something about the world or our society or our local space, our local community that we don't like, what are we doing that's keeping it in place? What daily needs do we have that's keeping the system in place? So if we want to see it break down, if we want to see it improve, we might need to look at our role that we play in keeping it active. If we're constantly giving money to corporations, they're just going to continue to keep their agenda going, because it's being fed, it's been, what would you say, there's a market for it. So if we can step back from the businesses, the corporations that we don't want to support, and support indies or smaller businesses that have better work ethics to us, then we are starting to break that pattern. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what our habits are, in many cases, are keeping the systems in place. So how can we step back? How can we support more of the local, of the indie, of the people that aren't under the corporation umbrella or working in a form or a way that doesn't resonate with our truth? How can we break that down so we can let this world grow? So, I'm going to put that in front of me. This is our focus for... Thanks, Robin. Have a great day too. This is our focus for giving time. And I'm going to play this singing bowl, my huge singing bowl that collects dust. I'm going to play my large Tibetan singing bowl during our time of giving. Our giving time, what I'm going to do is talk the whole time. If you don't want to follow what I'm saying, then just do your own thing. But I will be talking. I'm going to be joining us together, imagining us in a circle, holding hands, expanding and drawing and sharing the energy that we feel around our circle. We're going to imagine putting people that we know might be struggling right now into our circle for healing. And then we're going to expand our energy out around the planet and send this energy into parts of the world or areas of the earth that may need it right now. That's kind of what I'm going to be guiding us to do, if you want to follow me. If you don't, honestly, just do your own thing. I don't sit here saying stuff thinking that everyone is listening or following what I say. I'm just doing it as a guide, as a focal point, if you want to join in. So, I might just move my microphone just a tad over because this bowl can be quite loud. The microphone doesn't really want to go anywhere though. There we go. Put it over here. Okay, so take a nice deep breath. If you did just join in and you missed our time of receiving, just take some nice deep breaths. Fill yourself up with nurturing, supportive love. Find your center, find your feet, find your heart. Take some big deep breaths. Attention to the earth beneath you. Feel your connection with Mother Earth. As she supports and nurtures you. Place your feet nice and flat on the floor if you want to. Or if you're laying down, bring your attention to your spine that's touching the bed or wherever you may be. And with your feet, take a grip on the floor to just feel a little bit more connection. Feel the earth under you. So imagine now breathing in the beautiful energy, nurturing support from Mother Earth. It rises up through the soles of your feet or your spine and up into your body. It goes to places where it's needed in your body. Maybe you're experiencing pain or tension somewhere. Allow this nurturing love from the earth to find those places and to bring you comfort and support. Now imagine that we're all holding hands. We've all come together and we're all holding hands in this beautiful circle of love. imagine holding hands with someone next to you. Whether you're connecting live or to the replay, doesn't matter. We're connecting beyond time and space. So as we hold hands, let's imagine sharing this energy that we feel around our circle. As we give out through our left side and allow the energy to flow in through our right side. We send energy out and we allow ourselves to receive energy back. We give and receive in perfect balance. We cannot give more than we receive, and we cannot receive more than we give. All is perfectly balanced. And you cannot receive anyone else's negativity or bad vibes unless you believe it to be so. So if you believe it to be so, let go of such thoughts. They are unnecessary. Let yourself receive what you need. So we generate and build this beautiful energy around our circle, bringing us all together in this space of love. And now we imagine that anyone that we're concerned about, anyone that we know who is struggling, we imagine them being put into our circle now, into our healing space, for them to receive what they need. We're not going to try and force this energy upon them, because we know that some people just don't want to receive it, and that that's okay. So let's hold the intention of those we love and care for in our circle, but also let's not hold any expectations that they have to take what's been offered. So it's like offering a lolly, a sweet to someone, a child, and they have the choice whether they take it or not. And we respect that choice. So imagine these people in our circle. Now we leave them held in this space of love as we bring our focus back to our circle and expand this energy from our hands up round to our crowns as we connect from crown to crown. And now expand that energy out around the planet as we cover the planet in this beautiful blanket of love. And this love finds anyone who's lost or alone, anyone who's struggling or grieving, or anyone that just needs a bit of love. This love finds them. Again, we don't force it upon them, but we allow them to take it if they choose, and we respect whatever they choose to do. Imagine flowing this blanket of love down into the hearts of the animals who need it now, and into the areas of the earth that require love. Again, not forcing it, but just offering it. Now we leave the earth held in this beautiful space of love as we bring our focus back to our circle and back to ourselves, as we draw that high vibrational energy that we've just created down into our bodies through our crown. And this high vibrational energy from above mixes with that beautiful earthly energy we connected with before from below. And here we merge heaven with earth, spirit with matter. Here we bring all of who we are into this moment, feeling a new sense of purpose, a new sense of passion, a new sense of belonging. Suddenly we feel comfortable in our skin. and ready to embark on the next phase of our journey. Whether that is making a cup of tea or opening a brand new door in our life, we are ready for whatever's next. And we know that as truth in our heart. We don't have to convince ourselves. We can feel it as truth. Our body, our heart tells us that it is true. So stand tall in your readiness to be more of who you truly are. Ready to take one step at a time forward in your life with love in your heart. And knowing beyond a doubt that you belong here and that you are a part of something very special, something very precious that we call life. So let this energy settle now into your body and into your life as it prepares to overflow into your life. That energy build up. Settle and find its place in your body, like tiny little fragments of star, settling down and finding their place in every cell of your body, into your heart, into your feet, into your fingers, so you can create the life that you want to create for yourself. Thank you. The connection and the feeling is absolutely beyond words. So thank you. If you connected, you know what I'm trying to say. There's no words that can describe this. So thank you. Thank you so much. And this was our card if you joined us partway through. Hold on a second. This is the card if you joined us partway through that time of giving or the time with the bowl. Observation is the card there. So thank you so much. I trust you've enjoyed our time together today. I am about to pull another card for our forward movement from here. What we need to know for what's next. What might be a good thing to focus on next as we transition now from this space and into our everyday life. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you'd prefer to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. I am here for you. My purpose, my work, my purpose is to be here for you. So if you need help and you feel you need to reach out and you don't have anyone, or you just feel you'd like to reach out, please remember I'm here. I'm not too busy to connect with you. I get so many emails from people saying, oh, but you're too busy to reply. No, I'm not. I'm not too busy. This is my work. This is what I dedicate 24 hours of every day to, even in my dreams. So I am here for you if you need help. I don't do readings for people, but I'm always here if you want to offload or if you want another perspective or just to share. Please don't forget, I'm here for you. It's my work to be here for you. So, thank you. If you do want to learn more about the work that I do, if you resonate with my work and my approach and my way, you might really find something helpful on my website. I've written books, created card decks. I make pendants and ceramics and art and meditations. There's a membership, a community that you can be a part of. Lots of different things. If you're inspired to, please just have a look on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. Your support helps me be able to do this full time, so I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. So what I'm going to be doing now is pulling our last healing energy card for our forward movement from here. So I'm thinking of, what's next? We've shifted a lot of energy during our time together today, especially if you were here for most of it. You might feel quite a lot different now than when we first connected, which is normal. That's part of the energy that was shifted. So, I really like to know, how do we integrate? How do we anchor this, the changes that we've made? They're the types of things I'm holding the intention of as I pick a card for what's next. How do we transition now from this connection, this space, and into our everyday life again? What do we need to remember or know? So I just shuffle with these intentions, all balled up into one in my heart, and I just shuffle the cards until I feel I need to stop, and I split them into two because that's always the way I've picked my cards. And this is the card for what's next. Self-love, card 7. The key, or the information down here I will read. It says, spend time in reflection, silence or solitude to help you love and accept who you are. So perhaps for you, you might be inspired to now go into a quiet time, a quiet space to reflect, to be still, to feel, to process or digest what might have come up for you, or the energy that you're feeling. It can be difficult to explain sometimes in words, so just sit with the feeling. Perhaps that's what you'll be guided to do. Maybe you'll be guided to look at how you can love yourself just a little bit deeper. Did you feel a new depth of love during this connection today? I know I did. So how can you now hold this and carry it into your life? And not something where you turn this off and then you go and scream at the children, or scream at your partner, or just scream at yourself. This card is, or this energy is about how can we transition? How can we carry this energy over? Otherwise, there's no point being here. If you're going to turn this off and go back to your everyday life being aggressive and negative and whatever it might be, then, this has not really been that helpful. For it to be helpful, let's look at how we can smoothly transition over and carry this beautiful feeling into our actual lives. That's where it counts. I could do these 24/7 and it wouldn't matter if you're not carrying it into your life. That's where real change takes place. That's where real change happens, when you can look at your relationships of all kinds, including your relationship with yourself, where you can look at your life in general, your attitude, and you can make be observant of that and make changes if necessary to improve yourself. It's not about me sitting here saying that you're doing something wrong or that this needs improving. I can only do that for me. So you can only do that for you. How can you bring what you've learned into your life to make you a better person? That's where the real change is. That's where you get the benefit from this. So self-love, time of reflection. It also says here, I got on a tangent. It says, allow yourself to receive. Have you been giving so much lately that it's time for you now to take a step back and just let yourself receive? Give to yourself, let others give to you. Stop feeling like you have to give, or do all the time. It says, look within and pure love. Pure love. That's what I'm feeling. Pure love. If I could put words to describe this energy, but it's beyond words, absolutely. So we're being guided to help us integrate, bring through what we've been feeling into our everyday life, to reflect, contemplate, look at how we can increase our own self-love. How can we accept ourselves a little bit more? How can we be less self-critical and more self-loving? How can we feel more love in our life? Perhaps by letting ourselves receive more. perhaps by spending some time nurturing us, doing something that we love. That might help balance that giving time. See, I do a lot of hobbies. Because I spend a lot of my time giving, I have to create a balance for myself by giving to myself quite often. So my day includes giving like I am here, but also creating a space where I can give to myself and let myself receive. I also have quite a lot of hobbies that I do in my time to help me give back to myself and do something that's enriching for me, where I'm not thinking about other people all the time. I love to think about you and be here for you, but I've got to keep it in balance for me. So that's where I've taken up the trumpet. I'm in concert bands and do singing from time to time, or do some local theatre work with my daughter. That's all about giving back to me. And it is essential. The more we give to others, the more we have to balance that with giving to ourselves. So the more I give to you, the more I offer my heart to you. The more I have to offer my heart to myself. And that's not me being selfish. That's me creating a balance and me being there for me. I can't be there for you to the depth I want to if I'm not there for me. So I have to create that balance. And it's not a task. It's not what would you say, a duty. It's something that comes naturally now to me. So after I finish this streaming and fiddle around with a few things and have some lunch, I'll probably have a nap for an hour and just relax. And then Corey and I are going to play some board games this afternoon before I go and do some work this evening. So it's just part of the balance that I create and the life that I've created for myself. So do you need to create more balance for you that allows you to give more time to yourself, especially if you're giving a lot of your time to others? If you work in a profession that's always helping people, like well, it can be any profession, but where you're helping and caring for other people in your workplace, you might find yourself getting depleted quite quickly because you may not be balancing all that giving with giving to yourself. So that's what I'm feeling, I need to say, for our forward movement from here and how to integrate this beautiful energy into our lives. So don't feel guilty for making time for you. It's really important. So I've used my healing energy cards today. If you want to learn more about them or start working with them, they're extremely empowering and supportive for your healing journey. Have a look on my website. They are on there. In fact, they've been out for 10 years next week in June. So we'll be doing lots of 10-year celebrations with those next month. So thank you so much for joining me today. I feel extremely grateful. This has been a really beautiful connection. I trust that you feel something and have received something beneficial for you, even if it was just one simple thing. I trust that you feel better from being here. Thank you for spending your precious time with me, and I trust you have a wonderful rest of your day. I will certainly be back to share with you again soon. So sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Thank you for being a part of this experience. You are, I was going to say you are valuable. No, you are important to me. Thank you for being a part of this experience. So, thank you. And with that, I'm going to go. Namaste to you. Namaste means that the divine, the creator in me, honours, acknowledges and loves the divine, the creator within you. That we are equal. We are the same. I am no more important than you are. Let me say, did that come out properly? We are equal. I am the same as you. Please don't put me up on any pedestal. I am just a mother, a woman, a sister, a daughter who just sits here doing something I love. And perhaps you might do something you love in a different way, and that's right for you. We are equally important. So thank you for being who you are, and namaste to you. Thank you.